Shalom.
Shalom.
It's the brother Kalaya.
Brother Bayan.
I'm at you with another quick lesson. All right, prior to getting started, we like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to for your life. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, and this video was inspired by the current anime I'm watching. All right, and it was a scene where the main antagonist told the protagonist, all right, that he didn't have enough hatred, all right, to defeat him. Okay, and it's a lot of intricate little things in it, but I'm gonna explain it in a true sense, all right. And 2/3 of the nation of Israel, whether you're doing some sort of bringing out of the word, right, of the scriptures, all right, so-called prophesying, all right, and you don't hate the so-called white man, all right, if you don't hate Babylon, all right, America, Babylon the Great, Salakia, America, all right, the rulership, the way this world is run, then you don't have it to you don't have the heart, okay, to defeat this devil, man. All right, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right, and hence the title. It says, and I got this idea from the little scene that I was watching. It says, a fighting spirit without hatred is like an eagle without wings. All right, so no matter how much you want to get the message out there, so to say, all right, if you don't have that perfect hatred, all right, that complete hatred towards Esau, Edom, in the way this world is run, then you won't stand a chance, man. All right, and ultimately, the only people that will have that is the elect. Okay, so let's start out with that Psalms 139.
This is Psalms 139, verse 21. It says, "Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee?"
Khan. Oh, Slaki, you can finish it out.
Verse 22. I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies.
That's right. So the enemies of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai are also the enemies of the elect. All right. And 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they don't know that they have an enemy. We say that all the time. All right. Through the different the pharmaceuticals, the food, all right, the government in itself, all right, is against you Jakes. All right, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you don't even know that this is your enemy. You see? And pretty much the reason why I picked the eagle, all right, because the eagle is what? It's looked at as a fierce bird. It is a fierce bird, a symbol of nobility, all right? Not I'm gonna say aside from all right, what Esau Edom uses it, the actual bird itself, all right, glory, okay, things of that nature, power, right? But it's useless if it has no wings,
right?
Okay,
yeah.
But and that brings me to our next precept, which is that James, Babakashah.
This is the book of St. James, chapter 4, verse 4. It says, "Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua."
Simple and plain, man. Okay, so abstaining from a lot of the worldly pleasures, okay, will fuel your hatred for this place. And I'm not talking about we're just going around like the emoji with the mad face all day, but just being sick of the stomach at certain things that you see on social media, all right, in your daily lives, the convenience stores, Walmart, all right, the gas station, all right, on TV, but you got it.
Yeah, just longing for better rulership.
That's right.
All right. We walk around like we're critics to this thing, man. We critique everything about this kingdom because it's clean contrary to what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua said our kingdom was going to be. All right, we see all these rainbow things. We got all these stupid, vain opinions that people that they are making a standard, is just complete stupidity and bullshit, man. All right, and again, us longing for those things, that means we really want this kingdom to go down.
That's right.
That's the spirit you need to be in. You want this kingdom to go down for your kingdom to rise up. But you got it.
And man, I always refer back to the saying that the brother Kaya says, man, all the time. What you permit, you promote.
Yep.
All right, and a lot of these people go along to get along.
Right.
All right. The elect, we understand, to keep a Kent Clark, how could I say,
Clark Kent spirit.
Clark Kent spirit, right? Being in the shadows, all right, when we out and about, not really, showing our fringes, sort of thing.
Right.
And I'm saying showing our fringes in a whole, right? What we're about, how we move, what we eat, the way we live in this truth. Okay,
yeah.
We understand we gotta, keep that right at all times. But what I'm saying is these people do it, and they do it to their belief. All right, they believe in going along and getting along.
Yeah.
All right, we just do it because we have to live here.
Yeah,
you got it.
Ultimately, they don't see no other way. They don't. The Lord hasn't given them the spirit, for them to understand that the kingdom, to come, the kingdom that we've always heard about in the scriptures was for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They think that our people think that this is it, and they need to make do, with the scraps and bullshit that they have.
That's right.
Which is the mindset of our grandparents that was pushed down on us. Yeah, we know about all of these things with the segregation and how they got a head start, but with that head start that they have, we need to just work harder so we can try to catch up with them. Like, no, we're never going to get to that level with these damn devils, man. All right? The only way to back to the top is for that devil to be out the way, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and, for our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah, to come back and put us back on the top, as he promised that he would do.
I'm going to just quote it. Yeah, I'm gonna just quote it, but nevertheless, the scriptures tell you that surely oppression. That's Ecclesiastes 7:7. It says surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, right? And that's a true thing. Okay, the reason being, he starts to gain hatred. He understands why he's in the situation he's in. All right, he understands what the atrocities, all right, that these devils had put on our people. All right, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all of the 12 tribes, all right? He's put a tight squeeze on us, and not only them, but the other nations as well, man. They're still licking our sores.
Yeah.
It pains me to see, even though, 2/3 of our people are getting their just dessert, okay? They're in their particular situations because that's what Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah has for them on this side.
Yeah.
That's their judgment. All right, and it's not the final judgment, because the final judgment is going to be the ICBM nuclear missiles and whatever happens to them in Jacob's trouble.
Right.
But the conditions that they live in, all right, and shit, we their next door neighbors, their family members. Right. Yeah, it pain us, man.
Right.
Yeah. We want to see our people on top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we know that they don't have the the truth and understanding.
Right.
But, it's been multiple times that you're walking a gas station and you see one of them Arabs, Ishmael, talking crazy, to one of our people. That's most likely a crackhead or something, and that they not in their right mind. But still, it still afflicts you. Be like, man, yeah, this shit ain't gonna be happening. You're not gonna be like that in the kingdom. You're not gonna be talking to them like that in the kingdom. But,
no, that's a beautiful point, man. Because and those are the things that we see on a daily. That gives us fear, because we could be in that same position if not for this truth.
Right.
If not that Yahweh Shemi Al-Shah has seen it fit for us to be prophesying, we could be in that same situation.
Hell yeah.
Shit still happens to us, even in this truth, man. Which fuels that hatred even more. That perfect hatred.
Yeah.
And in that Psalms, that was King David speaking, man. In that Psalms 139 and 21. All right, and shit, Lord willing, we of the tabernacle of David. in this time.
Yes, brother.
But Bakasha, can you grab I'm gonna scratch that Romans.
Okay.
Could you grab that Micah 2:10?
Rise to the court.
Yep. And through much studying, much revealing of this kingdom, okay, the lifting of the skirt of this kingdom, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has only just showed us a small snippet of the things that have been going on throughout history.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the ways of this devil, okay, and we're gonna have the perfect hatred in the kingdom. You know, we're gonna exact judgment on this devil for the things that he have done, but the Lord has given us a portion of that spirit here to propel us to continue to move forward, man. To give us something to long for. The Lord he's not going to allow us to get comfortable here.
Right.
Without this righteous hatred, Jake would get comfortable here.
Yeah.
We wouldn't want to be exodus. How you say it?
Exile.
No, I think exile is when you get kicked out. But whatever the case, Jake wouldn't be seeking for the second exodus. How about that? You know. But you could bring it out.
This is Micah 2:10. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sword destruction."
And it doesn't mean flee, right? Fleeing the United States, all right? It doesn't mean that, because according to biblical prophecy, the main judgment, it's like the main salvation and main judgment, but in this particular case, the main salvation will be happening here, all right, in America, in Babylon the Great. So it's not telling you to flee where your salvation is going to come.
Right. It's
like you're ordering an Uber, right? The Uber is 2 minutes away, but you go down the street to get picked up.
Right.
It's not telling you that. All right. It's telling you to spiritually detach. And how do you spiritually detach, man? All right. Gaining that hatred. I'm going to keep saying that, I'm going to keep saying that. But it says, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sword of destruction. Because scriptures tell you a gift destroyed the heart.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that was in that same Proverbs 7:7, if I'm not mistaken, man. Not Proverbs, Ecclesiastes. Yeah. If you want to grab it real quick.
Gotcha.
Ecclesiastes 7:7, because these people are being fed. They're being pacified, okay? This devil is giving them little trinkets to pacify them, so they don't go looking for, better, right? The kingdom of heaven, returning back to their power, all right? Better living conditions, you see? So he gives you, EBT, food stamps, government services, right? Different benefits, okay? And these people are comfortable.
Right.
He's just keeping you comfortable until he slaughter you. It's like there's this thing with farming, right? And a lot of people, what they do for the swine, for the pigs, they will give it a big feast. They would beef them up before they slaughter them. Mm-hmm. Basically they'll give them they wouldn't give them slop. They'll give them better things. Or double feed them. Mm-hmm. Because what you're getting is slop anyway. Right? But they'll make it feel comfortable until it's time to slaughter. And that's exactly what Esau Edom is doing. Baruch tells you, my people are being led as a flock to the slaughter. Baruch, the 4th chapter. You got it, out.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7. And 7, it says, "Surely a person maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart."
Yeah. And that's what has happened, man. This devil has taken your heart from you. Mm-hmm. He's taking your heart. And a fighter without heart, he's just a civilian now.
Right.
Yeah,
keeping you in that docile spirit, man. All right. Just having you again, and again, they know it. You know, with it in the book of Judas, when it talks about, you know, being away from our power.
Yeah.
They knew when to attack us, how to attack us. You know, when we are going off from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, but again, it says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart, man. If you're truly wise, you'll be pissed off at the situations, the living conditions that we in, you know.
And I'm gonna say this, and you can grab verse 8 too. All right, but these people don't believe that they're oppressed.
Right.
You know, and that's part of the reason why they're not upset. They're passive aggressive.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of our people are passive aggressive. They murmur under their breath. Oh, I hate when the government, you know, this not enough to feed my kids.
Yeah.
This ain't no place to live. They murmur, all right? Which murmuring is you're muttering to yourself. You're talking amongst yourselves, you know? And that's the difference between, you know, the elect and you people in the world, man. You 2/3, okay? It tell you that we gonna be before their face in great boldness, roughly paraphrasing, all right?
If I could, you know, add to you, you know, in these devils, they pulled a smooth move, man. You know, dealing with this transition of the type of slavery that we in now.
Right.
You know, the type of slavery that we in, the corporate slavery, you know, now is not, you know, just you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They even put some of their own people in it. So in that disguise of it looks like we're all just going through the same oppressions, you know, that could put our people in the mindset of like, oh, well, we ain't the only ones going through it. So, you know, why are we going to cry about it and whine about it? But nah, the Lord is telling us, man, you know, a bit died.
Yeah, I'm gonna just pull it from your
Yeah, the Lord is telling us, man, you know, he's coming back to save those in, what was it, in Ezekiel, that sigh and cry about the abominations that is being done thereof. All right, so that's the right spirit you need to be in. You need to hate this place and constantly cry and pray for the Lord to come back and save me and destroy us out, destroy this place and save us out of here. Salaki.
That's right, man. And I wanted to say this too because I got these unless you have something.
I got one more.
Con, you got it.
Oh, you want to make a point on?
No, I'm gonna make the point after this.
Con. I have St. John. Chapter 12 and 25, again, read letter see how it's speaking. It says, he that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hated his life in this world shall keep it unto life. So like, let me read one more time. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hated his life in this world shall keep it unto life eternal. All right. And again, just loving, you know, everything that's going on in this world. Again, what the brother mentioned with our brother Kaya, thing he like to say, you know, you permit what you promote what you permit. You know, it could go vice versa. But, you know, if you're on your leads out here, comfortable, you know, sitting back with your feet kicked up,
right? You
know, thinking everything is all good, man, that's going to be gone in a flash. All right, we already see that the Lord is speeding the times up like crazy. So you're never going to, you know, be 100% comfortable out here. But if you are and you believe that you're 100% comfortable, again, you're going to lose your life. All right, but the one that hate this life, you know, that's how you're going to receive everlasting, you know, glory, you know, in our kingdom to come. Because again, you're in the spirit of wanting this kingdom to fall and wanting our kingdom to come.
Yeah, and I want to say this too, because now we're getting into the transition of that word hate. All right, when we say hate, and as referring to this world, all right, Esau, Edom, okay, the heathen, we actually mean hate, man. All right, but in this particular sense, now you have to hate your old self. Okay,
love less. You
have to love less your family, and that's what we're gonna, you know, transition to with these last two precepts that Luke 14 and 26, you know, you have to, it's not telling you to actually hate yourself. All right. It's not telling you to actually hate your mother, your father, your family, you know, your friends. It's not telling you to do that, but you have to love them less than you love this truth, man.
The Lord goes and reiterates it. I forget exactly where it's at, but when it's talking about denying yourself.
God.
So that's pretty much what it is. If you have to deny yourself, sometimes you have to deny your family.
That's
You
right.
know, you already know on a plain level, if it comes down to it, if you don't have enough money, you know, to buy food and not buy food, if you not to buy like expensive stuff, you
Right.
know, sometimes you have to deny your children or your family. Hey, we can't get this right now, but we can get this.
God.
You know, but just that in that sense of, you know, being able to cut things off of like, this is not profitable at the moment.
That's right.
I don't need to be doing this. I can't be doing this with you right now. I can't give you all of my time. I'm gonna give
Right.
you my due diligence, but I can't give you that full time that I could give to the Lord, that I need to be given to the Lord right now.
Nah, beautiful. You can grab a pre.
It was 14:26.
Yup.
This is St. Luke chapter 14, verse 26. It says, red letters, Yahushua speaking, if any man come to me and hate not his mother, damn, I almost had that. It was in a book.
God.
So like Luke 14:26, it said, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life, also he cannot be my disciple.
At face value, what that's saying is, and you can hold on deck Matthew 10 and 37, you know, to explain what this is going into, right? But at face value, it's telling you to hate him, okay? It's telling you to you know, just absolutely just hate him. You say hate yourself, but as we explained, it's going into loving less, all right? And that's what you have to do in this truth, man. In the kingdom, you're gonna be able to love all of these family members, all right, your friends, okay, hey, your neighbor, right, your actual neighbor. You're gonna be able to love them to the fullest extent, you know, giving them your whole heart, right? But right here in this time, you know, it's not for that. It's not the time of rejoicing right now. We're at war.
Right.
It's a spiritual warfare right now. Those people in which it named, all of those people are subject to getting demons on them, including yourself.
Right.
You see?
Yeah.
But you could grab that. We'll end it off with that unless you had something else.
That was it for me. This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 10, verse 37. Again, red letters, Yahushua speaking. It says, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
You see? So that, you know, that goes and explains what that is, man. All right, what that's talking about in that Luke 14, right? Just telling you to love less, all right? Not saying you can't love your family. Who don't love their family, bro? You know? They're your family.
Right.
But nevertheless, at this present moment in time, all right, and at this part of our mission, you know, they have to sit the back burner. They'll get it in the kingdom.
Yeah.
And actually, they're gonna be thankful that you made the sacrifice, all right, of loving them less on this side.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And, no, you got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, back you up. They don't completely understand it.
Right.
You know, they, you know, some of your parents or, you know, whoever family members that you may have, they may think that you're being disrespectful, disobedient, this and that and the third. But we know for sure, man, like I love all y'all. You know what I'm saying? But this is business that I need to handle, you know, to make everything better for us.
That's right.
You know, that's the sacrifices. And again, we know that the Lord is not an author of confusion. So if we going through here, if it said, verse 37, if he that loveth his father and mother more than me is not worthy of me, and the Lord tells us, you know, to honor thy mother, honor thy father, you know, that has to mean something totally different, you know, than what you expect, you know.
That's right.
Which again goes back to just putting them on the back burner. You can't put them before the work of the Lord ultimately.
Nah, heavy, man, heavy. You know. So I'm gonna read that quote one more time. Well, it's not a quote. I just kind of came up with it. It says, "A fighting spirit without hatred is like an eagle without wings." You know, and you know, said, Jake, if you don't have a healthy dose of hatred, right, and there's such thing as a healthy dose, okay, and I want that's the disclaimer that I do want to make. All right, don't just get wrapped up in it, in intertwined with hatred, man.
Right.
Okay, we're not telling you to go out there and, you know, just be a T and all of that. We're not telling you to do that.
Right.
All right. I'm telling you right now in this video, that's not what this video is for. This video is for you to grab a healthy dose of hatred. Go do some research. Go learn about slavery, Jim Crow laws, right? Go learn about the Tulsa massacre. Go learn about a place called the Devil's Punch Bowl, right? These different major atrocities, which is gonna give you what you need, right? The Trail of Tears, okay? Go look at these things, and if that don't spark a flame in you, all right, then I don't know what will.
Right.
But nevertheless, man, Lord willing, the point was made, and Lord willing, it's edifying unto the hopeful elect and those that cling unto the body, man. All right, so prior to getting out of here, we like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to hopeful elect. Shalom,
Shalom.
and a Baba Ball.
Baba Ball. Oh, shit.